This channel does not promote any violence, harmful or illegal activities. All content provided by this channel is meant for educational purpose only.
The untainted teacher, he lost his job. My lord, the petitioner participated in the both selection process. My lord, the 19 and my lord, the upper primary selection process. And both selection process, petitioner empanel and successfully, my lord, the got the recommendation letter. My lord, the petitioner at the time of my lord, the issuing the recommendation letter, petitioner was in the service in the 19 school. That's why my lord, the petitioner not joined in the my lord, the upper primary school. Or in terms of the order passed by the Honorable Supreme Court, in paragraph 47 in the judgment dated 3rd April 2025, considering the paragraph 47, the petitioner made application before the School Service Commission. My lord, we lost the job, so that my lord, kindly allow me to join in my previous job. They have not considered representation pending. I move an application before my lord, the writ petition. But the Honorable single judge, my lord, was pleased to, my lord, dismiss the writ application on the ground, my lord, the petitioner is not entitled to get this benefit. My lord, they pass the order on the ground that, my lord, the panel is expired. Well, my contention is that panel of the upper primary selection process for physical education, work education.
That is included within our judgment.
No, that is my lord, the another issue. Justice Musi Bhattacharya order, monitoring that order, my lord, the selection process still is going on because on that ground, upper primary, my lord, my lord, observed that the panel is expired for the empanel candidate, not for the wait-listed candidate. Well, is the panel is not the published, entire panel would be expired in the 1 year, or my lord, till the panel is valid, because my lord, the government of West Bengal issued the notification, my lord, in the by creating some supernumerary post. That matter was challenged pending before the single bench. That panel has been extension, my lord, the matter fixed in the month of November. My lord, that's why, my lord, this selection process is still is continuing.
Thus, are you the person making the upper primary judgment which we delivered?
No, that is, my lord, this is, my lord, except physical education, work education. That is the another.
So that this is a
separate issues. My lord, that is recommendation letter is issued in favor of the petitioner, but a similar circumstance, that time she was in service, so that not joined that is school.
Then how can now they have their 2016 physical education again they have started?
Now this panel is pending because my lord, no, my lord, I have the document 2022 have they issued the recommendation letter.
Let us go through.
Kindly see, my lord, the impugned order, my lord.
Just give us 2 minutes.
No, December, I am in the service because it's a temporary service that will be expired.
That will expire in, you are already
Yes, in service. my lord, that is only temporary. My lord, in December it will be expired.
How can
Well,
it
because, my lord,
expire?
subject to lordship correction, in Supreme Court, my lord, the Honorable Supreme Court in paragraph 47, they have stated, my lord, if they lost their job, they have, my lord, they apply before the in previous service. However,
That is in service, the persons who.
my lord, that is on this ground, my lord, on this ground, several repetition was moved. And my lord, single bench, my lord, was pleased to direct to allow in the selection process and counseling process. They have joined, but in that case, my lord, they not allow in the selection. My lord, they have already along with the recommendation letter. That post is still vacant, and that selection like to bolte din na,
That is
madam.
not with respect of work education, physical education.
Already put it রয়েছে। It is already expired. It's gone.
My lord, kindly see my lord, page 143, my lord. This is on the, that's why, my lord, I come before, my lord, your lordship, my lord, 143, my lord, this is the created post of the supermarium. Yes. এগ্রিমেন্ট অর্ডার হয়েছে তো একটা দাদা কিসে এই ম্যাটারে হ্যাঁ এই তো এটাই তো করে দিন কি আছে
অ্যাপ্লিকেশন এটা তো ওয়ার্ক এডুকেশন ফিজিক্যাল এডুকেশন না
সেম সিলেকশন প্রসেস
না ওয়ার্ক এডুকেশন আলাদা
এটা কিসের
তুই তো নিজে তো এটা আজকে আপার প্রাইমারিতে দেখা
Mr. Julie, how can we verify?
because my lord, the panel is still not expired. But kindly no, this is the document. Kindly see, my lord, honorable single bench was said, my lord, the panel is expired on, my lord, kindly see page 141, paragraph 5.
141.
Second volume, my lord.
এটা একটা high.
Last question.
Ordered your reading.
Yes, my lord, this is the stated, my lord, 11th.
That is petitioner is not a waitlisted candidate.
No. Petitioner is not the wait list, petitioner is impanel candidate. My lord is saying that well, the panel valid for wait listed candidate. But panel is valid for each and every panel means impanel and wait listed. But that is when segregated.
Valid for waitlisted, where is that?
Well, kindly see, my lord, the page 142, top portion,
Paragraph.
142, my lord.
What is the ordered your place?
Yes, my lord is saying the indisputably petitioner is not the wait listed candidate. Panel is valid for my lord wait listed candidate. My lord, this petitioner is impanel candidate, but the panel is valid for my lord, both my lord wait listed and impanel. If the panel is not expired, but my lord is saying the panel is valid for the only wait listed candidate. My lord, I am the impanel candidate. My lord, because my lord, kindly see the recommendation letter issued. My lord, kindly see the page 145, my lord, the notice for counseling.
Panel has
Please.
expired in 2019.
But kindly see once, my lord, 145, my lord, page 145.
Please.
My lord, kindly see, this is my lord, once, my lord, I have lost my job, so that, my lord, I am trying to, my lord, my lord, kindly 145, this is the counseling notice, my lord, 14th October 2022. But that is, my lord, this is the impanel candidate. This is also, my lord, the panel candidate. My lord, they have issued the recommendation, my lord, the page 202, their recommendation letter, kindly see, my lord, 10th 11/2022.
This supernumerary post
This selection process is challenged.
deprecated by the Supreme Court.
My lord, this is the Supreme Court is said, my lord, they have government had power to create the supernumerary post. And my lord, paragraph 47, if they lost their job, my lord, they have accommodated by creating the supernumerary post.
That has been done by the Supreme Court.
No, that is not. My lord, kindly see page.
No. While Anil Trend is making a total mess of the entire
Not
facts.
mess up.
He is jumbling up everything. Supreme Court was hearing Supreme Court was hearing 9, 10, 11, 12, Group C, Group D. Supreme Court was not hearing upper primary, work education, physical education. So let us not confuse ourselves with the facts of Supreme Court.
It was in panel for upper primary.
Upper primary, work education, physical education. That is different from the main upper primary which your lordships have heard.
It was in the panel of physical education.
Very well, very well. Taking that, he was recommended, but he did not join.
Was recommended
Yes, yes.
He was recommended, he did not join.
because he was working in
Yes. So the panel expired subsequently in 2019. So that is the end of the chapter as far as the petitioner is concerned.
why the court says that this panel expired for waiting.
No, technically, waitlisted candidates, because panel gets exhausted, part of the waitlisted also gets exhausted.
So then with the date on which the panel expired, your entire thing has
Yes.
gone.
Yes, it was over. It was over until 2022, when the government took up a policy decision to create supernumerary post for the leftover waitlisted candidates. That is a totally separate issue, which is also under challenge.
145 says, in pursuance of such and such, government of West Bengal filling up supernumerary assistant teachers, including education working.
Filling up of supernumerary post of assistant teachers, including physical education and work education, etc., in recognized aided sponsored schools. It is hereby notified that the counseling process for the assistant teachers of work education and physical education from the waitlisted candidates of the first SLST, first state level selection test for recruitment of assistant teachers, upper primary level physical education and work education 2016
So what,
shall commence.
what happened after that?
Then the recommendations were all complete. The entire waitlisted, yes, entire waitlisted, all are recommended. Not a single one is left out yet. But the appointments got stayed by the Honorable Single Judge. That matter is being heard out. The notification of 2022 by which the supernumerary posts were created, that is the under challenge. That whether the state has the power to create supernumerary posts in this
Those waitlisted candidates have already been
recommended. All complete, only appointment.
Mr. Chaudhary, you have a bad case.
But
A Gujarat DC score or you?
after vacation. Because the affidavit, the writ petition, I made a representation before the author.
But we have to get something to help you.
I have made the representation by considering the paragraph.
Citizen they will
If the other same similar circumstances, the learned honorable single bench, the
you are not seeing the obvious.
my
Know the obvious.
yes, my prayer before the honorable single bench is that representation should be.
That ought to have been the wait list to come under this 2020 circular.
But this is
But not a wait listed panel.
they did not.
Panel, yes, your destiny was wrong because you continued in that exams, that 10 process. Because at that juncture, you also had no knowledge.
But
That in 2023, my appointment will go.
Malad-
Understand? But how to help you?
Because in previous service,
Previously you were not working as a upper primary physical education or work education.
but similar issue.
That election was government's Supreme Court said that had they been working in other posts, say in Panchayat department, then the government will make an endeavor to see he gets into that because you have lost your. But in this case,
subject to lordship as per paragraph 47, we are similarly situated in upper primary and the physical work education. In one selection process, they are getting the counseling order from the honorable court. But in my case, I am not been permitted to Or one, my lord, kindly let them decide it.